Okay, Dad, I want you to tell me about the things that you dreamed about when you were younger, and whether you achieved your goals
Oh
during
my
your
God.
lifetime.
Well, it was during the wars when I really realized I had to go to get a job, make money.
How old were you then?
10 years old,
Wow.
and my dad served Ford's factory, and they were building. What were they doing? They were building some kind of equipment. There's three big factories there in where is it? I got it. At
Uh, um,
Highland Park.
oh, gee,
Highland
Highland. Oh,
Park.
geez, I should have known that.
That's where the Ford Motor Company was. See?
Yes.
And so they were building different munitions. I can't remember exactly what they were, but they were going full blast because
Weren't they tanks?
that they did. Yes, they built parts of tank. They didn't do it all at one place. They didn't build the whole tank there, because it was Highland Park. But they went out probably out to another big plant. They'd take the tank top and
Mm-hmm.
the guns. I could see they had turrets there. They were building building different parts,
Mm-hmm.
and so that's what they were doing. They were taking them to wherever the tank was and assembling it all together. But
Yeah.
anyway, I would go in there with my. I was probably when they started. I was before the war. See, that would be in 1940. I was 10. 1940, I was 10. So my dad got me so that he would let me sell to these guys that are working at Ford Motor Company. He'd go to a different place. He'd set up where they were handing the milk in the little sheds they had, and but I would have to go with my carrier through there and sell it to these guys, that weren't right there. It was tough. It was tough to make a living then. That place was full. I'd come out sometimes. My nose, underneath my nose, is all black. From the
From
uh,
breathing it.
breathing. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
it was really something. And those guys were in it all the time. I don't know how long they lived, but they didn't live too much longer when they had breathing that kind of crap.
Mm-hmm.
And when that same with my granddad, he'd tell me about in the coal mines down in Illinois. He said they would come. Their system was full of coal dust,
Wow.
because they didn't have the protection then,
Mm.
that they do now for miners. They didn't have the masks and
Yeah.
everything.
What was it they got? Black lung?
Black lung, yes. And my grandfather got black lung. He
Wow.
died at 62. You know,
Mm.
and he was a hard worker, boy. Because that's the only way they could make money.
Mm.
In Danville, Illinois, there was nothing.
Mm.
Farmers, when farmers weren't making any money, it was terrible. So anyway, he had black lung, I'm sure, because he died at 62.
Mm.
He was always coughing and choking and what have you.
Mm.
But a sweet guy. He was real quiet, tall like you. Not as tall, but pretty much. Those they didn't have a lot of tall men. People are taller now. And anyway, he would.
The mines were probably short.
Yeah. Well, they didn't dig too big of holes. They did as big as holes they could. They had those uh,
Mm.
sort of like a crawler
Yeah.
goes through and crawls at it, and pickaxes.
Well,
Back then there was a lot of, they go in there with pickaxes
Mm.
and dig the coals.
yeah, by hand. Mm.
Yeah, by hand. Yeah, and they would fill up these little carts that they'd had roll down to them, and they'd fill that up, and they'd bring that one back up. It's just
Yeah.
they were like groundhogs.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, that was his life, and but I didn't want that. I wanted a nice job like a milk route. you know.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, I was watching these. I couldn't help it. This guy in the back's throwing things out of this, where they're getting stuff out of those.
Oh, yeah.
God,
We're watching Storage Wars.
yeah, storage war. Oh, geez, he's mad as hell. I guess he got a bad deal. But anyway, I enjoyed peddling milk with my dad. You know, my dad, he was the greatest guy on earth. You know how you are with your dad. And he was a good salesman. Man, he'd go through those places. Everybody, hi Lou, everybody. You know, I'm so happy to hear him say that to my dad. I was so proud of him, you know. But anyway, he had different guys at stations, like some guy at the where the entrance, a guard. He would give the guard some little extra money, and they would sell these pints of milk to the people in there. 10 cents for white milk for a pint, and 11 cents for chocolate. And my dad had a little changer, you know, that he had, and he let me have one time. Boy, I thought that was the greatest thing. He sent me into these places. These guys are probably ripping me off. I don't know, but anyway,
I doubt that.
they were they would kid me. You know, these guys at Lawrence Tech is where they was alongside a Ford factory up there. I would sell to them, and they would try to fool me too. You know, they'd give me a $10 bill, you know, or something, and I had to, you know, fool around for the change. And they would, all of them come to my area that I had the pints of milk. I had 2 carriers with pints of milk, and I would sell it to them. Well, they knew that it kind of overwhelmed me, and they would laugh about it, you know. But I fought them.
You
know.
really think they would take advantage of you?
I don't know. They were kidding. And you'd be surprised. You know,
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, they would try to get me, because, you know, guy comes and gives me a $20 bill. Well, hell, I don't have that much change, but I felt obligated that I had to give them change, and I knew that I should have said, hey, you got something smaller than that, you know. But boy, I fought it. I had change for a 20 in one pocket in bills, and change for
You were ready for
10.
them.
Yeah, you know, there was a couple, but after that, I was wiped out. You know, I'd go down to my pocket,
Wow.
get bills, and all. It was, but anyway, I enjoyed it though, you know. And I'd go down through that factory, and these guys were all working like hell. Boy, they worked in those days. You know, they didn't have unions like they have now. You know, in there. And Ford Motor Company kind of took advantage of a lot of people that they could, you know. And we worked for nothing. They did, you know. So
Yeah.
my dad was making money, where these guys work in the factory, you know, they made a certain amount and that's it.
Yeah.
And Dad knew how to do it. He got in there, and he kept that money coming in. And
Were you able to make as much as they did, the factory workers?
oh, I didn't make any money. My dad didn't pay me any money.
Yeah, well, at some
Yeah.
point you did, didn't you? Where
Oh no,
the
no, I
Ford
didn't.
workers were, you know, he boosted the
Oh yeah.
salary up of a.
Oh
and-
yeah, but I was just working my dad. I was just a helper.
Yeah.
See, so I don't know. Dad made money because he bought a home. You know, from Shelf Hot. He bought his first home. It was $3,000, and it was a nice home, frame home, right in Detroit. You know, and he was happy. It was right near the dairy.
Is
There
it
is
still
that.
there?
Pardon?
Is it still there?
I don't know. I saw a picture of it, and everything on the side of it. There was 2 homes on each side of it,
Yeah.
and there's that little frame house with a vacant alley
Yeah.
and everything. So it's all, you know, went downhill from there. But it was still there 20 years ago when I saw it, you know.
Yeah.
But and let's see, what else did they have down there? Well, it was just it was booming because of the war.
Yeah.
You know, and they took all the men they could. They
Yeah.
almost got Dad. Dad was 33,
Wow.
and they drafted him. You know, and we were
Yeah.
all worried that he was going to go. And this was in 1946. So that's when Dad was, I think, 33.
Yeah. Hold on, Dad. I'm gonna have to end this one and start another one because I'm running out of time. All right. So this is Jackster here.
They what?
I'm talking to my camera, Dad. Okay. Signing out for now, and we'll be right back to start again.